Learn to draw the cutest little animals in the simplest way possible. Welcome back, my friends. My name is Shayda Campbell, and around here we make art, and it's fun, not scary. Today I'm showing you how to draw these animals the easy way. Let's talk supplies really quick. You need a little sketchbook, a pencil and eraser, and most importantly, a black brush pen, and I will link all of my favorites in the description. And yeah, that's it. Let's draw some cute animals together. First up, the chicken. And funnily enough, his body starts with an egg shape, and we put a little lumpy tail on the back. It doesn't have to be perfect. 2 little wings, and then we come down here to the base of the egg and we draw these little stick feet. From there, you're going to make kind of a little heart shape on the top of his head. A rounded diamond makes his beak, 2 little dots for eyes, and another upside down heart shape under the beak. And there is our silly little chicken. You'll have a chance to see that again when we do it in pen, but first, our sweet little pig. You're going to start with 2 circles, one for the head and one for the body. So you can kind of decide how big is the head, how big is the body, and then put an oval for the snout, 2 dots for eyes. A lot of dots for eyes, real simple. The pig gets 2 cute little ears. And let me show you how I actually drew those ears. It's just one large circle and then a small oval. So that's the shape of the ear if you find that helpful. He definitely already looks like a pig. All we need to do now are put 2 little trotters directly below his snout. And then we're going to do one on its side, one leg on the side, and you could put like a little lumpy tail. Let's go over everything in pen. So for the chicken, I'm grabbing my black brush pen. And the thing about the brush pen is it acts just like a paintbrush where you have that really nice fine point, but the larger, thick part closer to the base. And that allows you to create thick and thin lines. So I use just the tip of the pen to do thin lines on stuff like his little beak and his wattle. And then I go a lot thicker, so I add pressure to the brush. Whenever I'm doing something that's kind of lower down, like his lower body, his legs, maybe the underside of a wing, you just want to do a bit of a combo of thick and thin, and it looks so good. Let me hit you with some news. In 1 month, I will be taking a maternity leave and not posting YouTube videos for 4 whole weeks. But there will still be videos every Friday on Patreon. If you've ever thought about becoming a patron, now is the time. It's $3 a month. You can sign up for as long or as short as you like. There might even be a little sale going on. And this week, you will get a coloring page and reference image. Head over to Patreon after the video. Come over to the pig, add a little pressure as you go across sort of the base of his legs or his lower body. We can add some little lines in there to show where his hooves are. We'll keep it pretty thin when we do his snout. He's got 2 little dots for eyes. You can also do little C shapes for some of the animal's eyes. That creates kind of a built-in simple highlight in the eye that always looks good. The cutest little chicken and pig, and they both started with basic shapes, an egg and a couple circles. I really hope you feel empowered to illustrate these little cuties because I know you can do this, no matter your skill level. Now, my horse starts with a long oval for the face, 2 little ears on top, and then 2 little circles at the base to show the snout. You're going to do 2 dots for the eyes, but make sure they're really on the side of his head. From there, we do a rounded rectangle for the body, and it has to sit right under that long oval that is his head. Rounded rectangle drops down to these 4 legs, and the legs are just rounded squares or more rounded rectangles. And then the only thing about the horse is we want to add a bit of a mane so we can see the hair peeking up from the top of his head, and then we give him a tail as well. That is our simple horse. I think a cow is in order next. So circle for his head, and then we're going to do an overlapping shape here for the body. And we drop down and we do those little kind of rounded squares for legs, give him a little tail, and 2 little ears on the side of his head. Now let's erase a little because we sketched a lot of lines in there. He's going to get a snout very similar to the pig, 2 little dots for eyes, and put a few spots on him. He's very, very cute and silly, and he can even have a little bell because he's a dairy cow, and sometimes cows have bells. I don't know. Let's give his feet a little bit of extra length because I do want to draw his udders in there. So I just made the legs ever so slightly longer. Just like we did for the chicken and the pig, we're going to grab our black brush pen and go over these cute illustrations with our brush, making sure to do some lines a little thicker and some a little thinner. So where I would use a thinner line would be like the mane and the tail hair, and then thicker lines along the belly of the cow and the belly of the horse, tiny little dots or C shapes for the eyes. I did give some delicate little eyelashes to the horse. Remember, these are very cutesy doodles, illustrations, so you can play around with what kind of personality, I guess that's how I would say it, what kind of personality you add to these characters. The horse could have glasses on, or the cow could have long eyelashes. It's totally up to you, and you can be a bit silly with it. I did go really thick on those cow spots. I think that looks great, and it's up to you where you want to do your really thick and really thin lines. I do think we have room for one more little fella down here, so I'm going to draw a squirrel. I start with an oval for his head and put 2 little rounded triangles for ears right at the back, give him a body, and then add 2 circles, one large and one small, make up the shape of the tail. And you can see me kind of going over everything and just working out, the overall squirrel. Will give him an eye, a nose. Does he want glasses? Play with it a little, have fun with this. I'm going to erase his lower body ever so slightly because I do need to draw in his leg. This guy is viewed from the side, so we're going to see one leg and then the other foot kind of peeking out. He's also sitting down like the pig is. So thinking about how your animal, your character is positioned before you begin is always a good idea. Do I want to draw this cow sitting or standing, etc.? And then, of course, we are going over everything with our fine liner and making thick and thin lines on the hair of the tail, those little wispy bits, and thicker lines on areas like, the base of his legs and feet. And speaking of creating little animal characters, you can have them wearing a hat or glasses, but they also could be holding something like a flower. So those are just fun little considerations. And has anyone noticed what I missed yet? I forgot to give him an arm on this side of his body. So I'm just sketching in a little mitt shape in pencil. We'll go over that with fine liner. And there is our sweet little squirrel holding a flower. And then I decided to add one more little critter, and that is a caterpillar. And he is so fun to illustrate. If you are drawing with kids and you want to build confidence, the caterpillar is a good one. He is simply a line of circles all lumped together. And then we're going to put eyes on the very sides of that front circle. And we're going to give him a smile, 2 little antennae. And don't forget about the legs. And then when you go over it in fine liner, you're not drawing the entire circles, you're just doing the top and bottom of the curve, and then you can kind of put a few lines in between, little broken lines, and there are the eyes on the side of the head, nice little smile, little antennae, and you could even add some feet. So he is a lot of fun to illustrate, and you can paint him any color or color him in any color and pattern, which I think is nice. Speaking of color and pattern, we could leave it here. I think you can color these in however you want. You've basically created your own coloring page now with your own little animal characters, very cute characters, if I do say so. But I am using my Shayda Campbell watercolor set that is available on Amazon in my Amazon storefront. It's linked in the video description. It's a great price point. But whether you use crayon, marker, or paint, my advice is the same. When you add the color, be sure to leave lots of negative space. This can be a hard thing to learn, but leaving a big highlight like the right-hand side of the pig's face will make your illustrations look so much more intentional and sophisticated, and you can just leave the color off wherever you choose. Don't overthink it. I tend to leave highlights on the upper right area and put lowlights or shadows on the lower left, just like you see me adding a little gray to the white cow. Typically, an animal's underside or lower body will have a bit more shading, be more in shadow. So as I paint my horse this nice warm, transparent brown, I'm leaving a big old highlight, lots of negative space on his upper face. I'll give him a yellow mane, and then I'm coming back in with my brown and just releasing a little more color onto his body and the left lower side of his long face. The caterpillar really could be any color or pattern. I did a little bit of blue, still not filling in too perfectly. I made my squirrel brown, and I just used the lifting method to lighten up his tail and face. And finally, you might notice I added some wispy green grass and minimal flowers to kind of frame some of these illustrations. No matter your skill level or age, I hope these cute animal doodles have left you feeling creatively empowered. If you like my teaching and illustration style, I have got good news. My first book will be released this fall. Right now, pre-orders are open, and pre-orders are so important to the overall success of the publication. So go check it out, available on Amazon USA right now. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thank you so much for being here, friends, and thank you as always for your support.